first of all, I just like to say thank you guys for coming out. I know many of you guys aren't scheduled to work today, so I'm going to try to keep this as brief as possible. That being said, I do have a lot of important information, so I'd really appreciate if you guys can pay close attention to what I'm about to say. Just to give you a little run-through of what I'm about to talk about. We've been having quite a few issues and complaints lately. Things haven't been running too smoothly. One of the issues we've had, or that I've heard complaints about, is the distribution of the Gatorade Prime. We've also had some complaints about the Gatorade itself that's out during the camps on the tables. We've had some complaints about the Gatorade recovery shakes that we're distributing. And the final thing that I want to talk about has to do with cleanup at the end of the shift. So going back to the Gatorade Prime, as all of you guys know, you're supposed to have the Prime out to the camps 15 minutes before the camp actually starts. Now, if we're doing the energy chews that day, you just got to grab the boxes, throw them on the table, and that's it. If we're doing the gel pouches, those need to be iced down in the ice chest and brought out 15 minutes before. And you know, I'm getting complaints saying, yeah, they brought them out right when our camp was supposed to start, so the campers, you know, weren't able to go grab them because we were already getting started. Or I'm even getting complaints saying that they aren't getting brought out at all. So it's really important that you guys are doing your job and making sure those get out there. I mean, if there's an 8 o'clock camp, I schedule you guys to come in at 7:30. If you guys are coming in at 7:30 and going right to work, that gives you more than enough time to have that stuff out there in time. So just, I mean, really make sure you're working hard to make sure that Prime is out there 15 minutes before the start of camp. The next issue I'm going to talk about has to do with the Gatorade coolers and the cups that we have on the tables during the camp. Once again, I'm getting a lot of complaints from coaches saying that they're running out of Gatorade midway through the camp. You know, just completely unacceptable. I mean, these kids, their parents are paying hundreds of dollars to send their kids here. Part of their agreement is that their kids will be receiving the proper hydration through our Gatorade products. And, you know, they're coming over, you know, really tired, dehydrated, go to get a cup of Gatorade. Oh, the cooler's dry. Or, oh, there's no cups. You know, guys, I always schedule you guys. There's a minimum of 2 of you guys working each shift. There's always at least 2 of you, and the majority of the time there's no more than 3 or 4 camps going on at once. So there's really no excuse for the camps to be running out. You know, you just got to be kind of moving around. Okay, they got Gatorade and cups over here. Let's go check here. Okay, they're good here. Now let's go to this one. I mean, there's really no excuse for it, guys. So just make sure you're moving around, checking the different camps periodically. The next thing I'd like to discuss is the recovery shakes. Now, you guys all know you're supposed to start preparing the shakes 30 minutes before the conclusion of the camp. We've been getting complaints from the coaches again, which I don't think you guys realize how much I've been hearing about this lately. But they're saying, you know, the shakes aren't being brought out at all, or they'll get brought out and they'll be really warm. I mean, picture yourself being one of the campers. You know, you just got done a long day at camp. You know, you're hot, you're sweaty, tired, muscles are really sore, and you go to grab a recovery shake, and you open it up, and it's a warm vanilla shake. Like, does that sound appealing to anybody? No, I didn't think so either. I know I wouldn't want to be drinking that after being at camp all day. So it's really important that you guys make sure you're getting those iced down and brought out in the proper time frame. Another problem we've been having, and this is honestly the thing that frustrates me the most, is people leaving coolers out at the end of their shift. Guys, we're on week 4, and we've already had a total of 8 coolers either disappear or get ruined because of mold. I don't know if you guys are just being lazy and not picking them up at the end of the day, or if you guys are going home early before the camps are done. I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is, you need to make sure you correct this. I mean, you leave those things out, people drive by at night, they say, oh, look at that cooler, just go and grab it. or you leave it out. No camp on that field the next day, but next week we go out there, we see it, and open it up, and there's leftover Gatorade, so now the cooler is filled with mold. It's bad enough, we can't clean it, so we have to throw it away. So you guys need to make sure you're staying till the end of your shift, and that you're cleaning up. Stay to the end of the shift to make sure you bring those coolers in at the end of the day. Now, another question, and I had people coming up to me last week asking me about this, is, I'm not real happy with my hours. I'm only working 15 hours a week. Can I get more hours next week? Well, here's what I have to say about that. Typically, what we've always done is your hours depend on how many years you've worked here with the company. So what we're going to do from now on, though, is your hours are going to be performance-based. So this is just an example. I'm not saying this is true. Thomas, you've been here 5 years. Joe, you've been here 1 year. Thomas, you've been getting more hours than Joe because you've been here longer. But just say, Joe's working really hard, doing a real good job. Thomas, you're slacking, not doing a good job. Well, Joe, you're going to end up with more hours than Thomas. That's just the way it is. I know you guys might not like it, but things need to start changing around here, so that's what we're going to do. So make sure, if you want more hours, make sure you're doing the job the right way. Also, another thing, there's often leftover product at the end of the year, the chews, the powder, the recovery shakes. The people that are working hard and doing their job are going to get what's left over at the end of the year. So that pretty much concludes what I have to say. If you guys have any questions, come up and see me. And if not, I appreciate you guys coming out and hope you have a good rest of the day.